All right. What's up, you guys? Man, I'm super pumped. I'm excited. I wanted to make this quick video for you guys. This is going to be a big week. You guys are going to see me come on live a lot. This is the second full month of the year, and we are almost done with February. If 2024 is not blowing by fast enough for you guys, I don't know what to do. Okay. I know some people said January felt like forever, and it feels like that when you feel like you're stumbling at the blocks, you're doing more of the same, you're not getting results. Well, I want to help you guys get results right now, and I want to share you guys where you can get your next $50,000, $75,000, $100,000 grant. This is going to be a game changer. Now, listen, when you take this at face value, I want you to understand this. I'm just showing you a strategy, okay? I understand everybody has a different business model. Some people are for-profit. Some are non-profit. Some of you guys work with the government. Some of you all work with banks. I got it, okay? We're all from different backgrounds. But here's one of the number one fundamental truths that I teach in my Grant Secrets course. I teach people the principles are the same. If you look locally first, you will find money quicker, faster, and easier to get than if you try to compete with the big boys on a nationwide level. Now, some of these bigger companies that are eating up all these grants, they have full-time employees writing these grants. They've mastered the art of grant writing. They've probably taken my grant writing course, okay? So they've got an edge up on you. But one thing that you have that they don't have is you got that power of locality. Because you are local to a city, someone from New York can't come to your city and take your grant funding. Somebody from the next county or town or city over cannot come into your city and take your grant money. So there is a lot of advantages that you have not unlocked. And that's not even including if you are a senior citizen, if you are a service disabled veteran, if you're a woman-owned business, if you're minority owned. There's so many things that I can list that might make you unique and special to where other people can't compete with your business. There's a lot of grants that don't go claimed every single year because business owners were either too busy, or we don't know how, or we don't ask for help. That's the plain simple truth. And I'm here to show you guys today exactly where to find this grant money. You're going to get your next, if you get $50,000 after watching this, I want you guys just to send me a quick little email. Say, Joe, thanks, man. You really helped me out. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get to it. I'm going to go ahead. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you real quick. You guys should see the Google screen right there. And then what I want you to do, I want you guys just to write, either your city, town, or county or state. I want you guys just to write, whatever that is, and write grants, right? So if I'm going to do my county, I'm going to do Solano County grants, right? So I'm going to do that right there. And so right here, you're going to see where people have grants. All right. And you can see right here, it says Solano County. Okay. Current opportunities for funding. The commission has committed up to $120,000 in annual grants right here. Multiple grants up to $20,000 each will be awarded for up to 1 year period. Okay. So they have these different grants right here. They got the Community Investment Fund. All right. This is for mental health, housing, homelessness, early education, youth development. A lot of you guys do stuff with the youth and you don't even claim money to support what you're doing with the youth. And I'm like, what are you doing? All right. Moving on down here. Look, I haven't even clicked on anything yet. They got the mini grants right here. There's so many grants right here in one county that I'm like, why are people not getting this? This right here says this is a $500,000 in initial grants for Solano nonprofits. So for my nonprofit family out there, I mean, look, this is one county. This is not even on those big grantwatch.com or gov grants. None of that stuff, right? This is in my county. And I don't understand why you guys aren't jumping all over this. If I click on this right here, look at it. This was in December 2023. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to this, okay? And I'm going to tell you guys how to write to this grant. I'm going to teach you guys how to get this money, because just because you apply does not mean you're going to get the money, all right? People think this all the time, like, Joe, I applied, it doesn't work, grants suck, nobody wants to give me money. And that's because you never wrote a compelling story. Now, I got a whole training module where I go in my grant course and I teach people how to write a compelling story. But I want to give you guys like at least the surface level stuff, okay? Because your story of how you impact the community is going to be all the difference in the world if you're going to get that grant money or not. And this right here, you can easily get 50,000, 75,000 or more in grant funding, okay? So right here, he talks about the problem. It talks about the recent study. You can click on a hyperlink if you want to see the study. But it talks about like, despite having 6% of the region's population, it says we only get 1% of the Bay Area nonprofit funding. So that's the problem statement. That's the introduction. When you design your grant request, you need to start off with what's the problem. I don't want to hear about how great you are and how you're woman-owned or veteran-owned. That's like the cherry on top. That is not why they want to give you money. You've got to give them a problem. What is the problem in my county, my city, to why these people want to give me money? Okay, so that's number one right there. Now they talk about a little bit more information. They say they're going to distribute $500,000. That means they're going to just spread it out there. Some people are going to get more than others. All right, that's just the nature of the game. I remember last year I was at a city council meeting in my city. And one of the nonprofits got $750,000, $750,000, and they work with the youth. And the guy didn't put much of a fight. He just asked for the money and they said, sure, awarded. I'm like, it's that simple? You just got to show up and ask? The answer is yeah. You just got to show up. And if you're a for-profit business, same thing. Same thing. There was another business that got $100,000 that same night because I think they had like 2 million and they're just kind of like, it looked like an auction, right? People were just like, I need money. And then like this one company came and they had a bunch of people show up and say, yeah, we vouch, this person's awesome. So keep that in mind. Having references, having people talk about how awesome you are. It doesn't have to be in person. You can put their name and their information in there, and then like letting the person who's going to give the money know that you have people who say you are credible, you're a legit business, and you help them. That's going to help you get money. All right. It's just like a job application. It's like you're going to get people saying you do great things. All right. So that's important. Now here's what it says how to apply. All right. And this is not limited to just Solano County. You can do this in almost every county multiple times a year. Okay. It's not just one time, multiple times a year. Okay. So this right here says just email it. Just email. And now this is where people get wrong. I'm going to show you guys where people mess up so you guys don't make the same mistake. Okay. People give the basics, right? Your name, your EIN, who's responsible, email, phone number, how much do you want? Tell me what do you need? How can I help you? How the funds will be used. That's important, right? And it's even more important if you do the research. Don't give estimates, give exact numbers. I need to buy a laptop, $2,000. I need to pay myself $10,000. I need to pay whatever, my staff, $5,000 each, for the next 6 months. Be very specific and be overly generous to your company. Don't think about, oh, I need to share the wealth. Tell them what you need. Tell them this is my 12-month plan, and I need up to $100,000 this year for my business to make sense, right? So that's what you need to put. The grants will be dispersed in a public listing on a rolling basis, all right, all the way through June. So you got up until June to apply for these grants. It doesn't mean the grants will be available up till June, but they're just saying if they don't get enough people asking for it, they'll have, they'll keep doing this until June. But look, it even showed people who already got grants. They're already getting money. It's already out there. People are already jumping all over this stuff. Now, here's the thing. Number one, you have to know what you need the money for. Okay. Number two, and this is any grants, for profit, nonprofit, doesn't matter. What do you need the money for? Who are you going to benefit? Meaning, what's the problem? How are you the solution? Okay. Give them the basic information right here, but you need to give them like what's called like a capability statement. Like, this is what we're trying to do. This is why we're capable. And oh my God, if you partner with people, like you can get with your local bank and partner with them. Don't ask them for anything, right? Just say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I just want to know if you will sponsor me, by simply just saying like, hey, we sponsor this person. We like your mission, right? Try not to like bombard people asking for funds, but ask them for their support. Talk to your assembly people, your senators, your local city councilmen, talk to them and see if you got their support. It's like, will you support my project that I'm working on? And if you get their support, and all you gotta do is get a simple yes and a handshake, you can put their name as a reference, because now that council member or whatever specific person, that special person you talk to, now they know who you are and what you're trying to do. So if anyone calls them and asks them about it, they're like, yeah, I'm pretty familiar with that company or that organization. I know what they're trying to do. And yeah, they have my full support. Okay. But the most important thing that you don't want to forget, how you impact your community. It doesn't matter if you have an online business. You might have an online thrift store, for all I care. But like, if you are employing people, right? If you're teaching people, maybe like on a monthly or quarterly basis, you're teaching stay-at-home parents how to open their own online thrift store. You're holding like workshops and webinars. Take pictures, take videos, do whatever you got to do to be credible. So when you show these to the people you're asking for support from, they will support you. You'll be applying like a mad person, and you're going to get this money. I mean, literally 1 or 2 grants can pay your entire salary for a whole year. It literally can. And all that grind and hustle that you do that stresses you out and has you like, oh my God, I wish I like had a break. This is your big break right here. This particular grant, I already applied for it. I asked for $100,000. Give me it. Give me that money. And guess who's next? Google. Google got another grant. They got a special program. I need that money. And I'm going to go get that money. And there's reasons why I need that money. Okay. So this video right here should help you guys understand where to find the grants, how to apply for the grants. And if you still need more help, you guys can always get my grant secrets course. I break everything down. I dissect it and I help you write your compelling story so that you can go out there and win these grants. Let me tell you something. People are winning hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars in grants, while majority of business owners are not even applying for grants and are not getting any money. You got to decide, what side of the fence do you want to be on? Do you want to be a go-getter and get that money by doing a simple Google search? Or do you want to be one of those people who wish you shoulda, coulda, woulda, but you're just too busy? You're too busy to get the free money. It's totally up to you. All right, guys, don't forget, drop me a comment. If you got any questions, I will answer you, or I'll make another video to help you guys out. Anyways, guys, I got to cut out. I got to go. Thanks for joining my live stream. Remember, this week, I'm going live a lot this week. I got a lot of awesome things I'm about to be sharing with you guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Have a good day.